Here is our finished Japanese yew. That, in the beginning there, was what we were shooting for through all these years that we've been reshaping this. Now the bush started out as a square, and it was too large. It was up against the driveway, and we wanted to reshape it, reduce its size, and protect it from some heavy snows. So we wanted to get it out of its square so the snow wouldn't wipe the plant out. Now it's been a couple of years since I pruned this Japanese yew, but we still got it to where we wanted. And to do that, we followed a couple of simple rules. No hedge cutters, only loppers. We only trim the bush back to new growth. We never cut a branch where there's no growth. You always want growth on the branch. And we force the new growth into the center of the plant a little at a time, so we don't harm the plant. It takes many years to reshape and resize the Japanese yew, but they are great bushes, and I enjoy pruning them. Although I don't enjoy pruning bushes, but Japanese yews are a little different. So if you keep watching this video, I put in the videos that I made from years past, and it shows where we started from and how we reshaped and reduced the size of this bush. And this is the final trim to where I got it to where I wanted it. And you can do a lot with these bushes. This one I made in a shape, reduced the size and all that. But you can have a natural growing bush where you have, it's not shaped in any way. It looks more natural of a bush than what I did here. We'll have to do that in another video. But these videos take years and years to make, because it takes so long. It's a very long process with the Japanese yew to get it to where you want it. Now, of course, we only prune these once a year, so we're not out there every day, every week, every month with our hedge cutters pruning them up. Always keep in mind, with hedge cutters, you can't get size reduction. They just grow and grow and grow a little at a time until they're bigger and bigger and bigger. Okay, so enjoy the rest of the videos that I did in years past, and that's the bush that I ended up with. This might be the last video on this, so I'll have to pick another one and do a new video series. Okay, we have a Japanese yew here, square, and these are Christmas squares. The interior is a little net. Burn nets, it's square, but it's not a Christmas square. We like to have these like a much more. Not squared off. You can see it's up against the driveway, and there's no real good way to prune this back. All you're doing is not new growth. The inside of this bush is dead. There's nothing there. So I'm going to try getting it out of the square, not looking at the bush. So it takes a couple of years to do. And what I do is I like to look in the branch, see where I have a little bit of light, and I like to knock them off. Now, this doesn't have to overnight. It takes a little bit of time. This is what we want. Brand new healthy room. But I'm going to turn around a little bit. Eventually we'll go in and we'll have wood and then we'll box it. Usually build over 2.1 half a pound in off the driveway. So when you're done with it, it's not going to look too good. Some look like it's full cool. But overall, your bush is going to hold it up. Right back. I'll come back real mushy. I'll cut that on the actual pruning you have to there. You only have to do this maybe once or twice a year. That's it. You don't have to come out here every week. So as you can see, we're starting to not making a little turn to it. And we're getting the top of the driveway. And then stretch the corners up. So I want to keep working on this. But as you can see, we're starting to get it out of the square. So, thanks for watching. Okay, I got an aluminum out of this box. I pruned it back off the driveway. I took some of the stuff out of the metal. So, now we're just going to wait until next spring and see how it does. Pretty much we're done pruning it for the year. Hopefully next year or the year after we'll probably have just a natural looking growing bush. You know, it'll look a lot better. It's a lot less work to keep it like that and prune it every 2 weeks with the hedge cutters. Thanks. Okay, we're getting this Japanese yew out of a square shape and trying to make it look like a regular bush. You can come up close and look inside here. From last year's pruning, you can see we have new growth on the inside here, and that's real good. What I'd like to do is get on the inside of the bush, and I'd like to just prune that to the new growth. And you know that that'll be, see right here, we have a lot of new growth on this. So I'd like to prune that to that new growth. And just start to thin the bush out a little bit. So that new growth is starting to take over the inside, making a nice healthy plant. And let the sun in the center of it a little at a time. And at the same time we'll be making the bush a little smaller as we go. It definitely will be a much healthier bush once we get the sun into the center. But you can see in the center, the sun is actually getting down there, and that'll keep the new growth growing. But I'll try to cut like a third of the bush away, not to the new growth. And once you get rid of a lot of this old growth, that'll make the new growth grow even faster. It takes a little time, but you only have to do this probably twice a year. You don't have to come out here every week and use the hedge cutters and cut the bush. So if you're looking to save time, overall this is the way to do it. But it's also better for the bush that way. So I'm going to go ahead and keep on pruning, and I'll see you again when we're ready to prune it back again later on this summer. Here we have our bush. I pruned it up, and I got a lot of the old growth off in there. I didn't go too far. I wanted to make sure the sun gets into the middle, so our new growth from the center gets sun, but not too much sun where it burns it out. And we have a nice reduction in overall size. And when you're kind of reshaping a bush, it doesn't happen instantly. Sometimes it takes a couple seasons. So, but this one's doing real nice. Especially with the growth coming from real deep within the plant. That's the kind of growth that you're looking for. Now you can look in the center of this and see sun. Now those new sprouts, they'll like that sun, and they'll continue to grow and make the bush nice and healthy. Here we have our Japanese yew, and this is probably our 4th year, or 3rd. I'm going to show you how we're going to reduce the size. And I only touch this once a year, and that's it. So I'm not out here pruning it every couple of weeks. Now we've pruned a lot of this off. I got a lot of new growth on the inside, which you'll see when I prune it back. I'm going to hit it pretty hard this time, and it's the best way to get reduction in size from your yew. And what I'm doing is I'm cutting back till we have growth. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and continue this, and we'll take a look at the Here's our bush that we trimmed up. You can see we did a major reduction in size on this. And the only reason we can do that is because we have growth in the middle. So before you do a major reduction, make sure you trim it back and get growth in the center. Now I know it looks a little peaked, but that's how it's supposed to look when you trim it. And this will fill in into a very nice bush. It'll be very bushy, it'll have green on the inside and out, and be a very healthy bush. And we will touch this until next year.